All right, so her husband says, look, I'm loving on you and everything, but you're just not pretty anymore.
Okay, he didn't say it to her.
He didn't?
He did not say it specifically to her, but she was in the room when he said it.
Who would he say that to with her within earshot?
So he was talking to a friend, and she says drinking had been involved, and his buddy has incredibly high standards, and he was trying to point out to him that he needs to lower the bar a bit. And his friend was arguing with him, why would I want to date someone I'm not attracted to? And that's when her husband said to the friend and was trying to argue that it is possible to fall in love with someone it is possible to fall in love with someone for reasons other than looks. Mm-hmm. And then he used them as an example. He said, typically what most guys would consider hot, my wife is not.
He said to his friend, you need to lower your standards. Kind of like I did.
Yes.
With this fuggo over here.
That's exactly it.
Not so many words.
He might as well said it just like that.
He might as well have.
What he said verbatim was that she is not typically what most guys would consider hot, but that he didn't need her to be pretty, and he still fell in love with her.
Oh, he was down the right road, and then he blew a tire.
Yes.
Two of them.
Yeah, two of them.
Might have been three.
Because he could have finished that sentence so easily, and it could have been really romantic and sweet. So she heard that. I wasn't here when you guys read this. And what was her reaction to it?
So her reaction is, on one hand, she was flattered. He admitted to being in love with her, seemed to imply he was happily married to her. But on the other hand, I just found out that my husband thinks I'm ugly. That's what she heard.
Yeah.
Though he did not use the you word, he did not call her ugly. He just said that he didn't need her to be pretty.
Bless you.
No.
Bless you.
Kristen just sneezed and hit her head on the mic. And almost gave herself a concussion. Oh my God, you guys have better got that on video.
Sorry. I thought you developed a tick while we were on vacation. I was like, you guys don't laugh.
I don't think this is a new energy. Same old Tuesday.
Same story. It's going to be the same story.
No, what had happened was I was trying so hard to hold it in that when I did and it released, I had no control over it. It was like a balloon that you let the air out of and it was going to go wherever it was going to go.
You did. You started talking real fast. You were trying to
In my entire career, which spans a lot of years now, I have never seen anybody in studio sneeze and almost give themselves a concussion on the microphone.
Oops. I'm kind of glad I had these old school headphones on today because they protected my bean.
It's like the old leather helmets that football players used to
It
wear.
sounded like when they mic'd up. That's what it said.
Are you okay? I feel like
I'm good.
I feel like I need to come over there.
I mean,
like
I see four of you, but I'm good.
Yeah. You know where you are right now?
I do.
Okay.
I'm in the Bert Show studio on a Wednesday.
Yep. She's still there, guys.
Dobby, will you look up NFL concussion protocol? Because during commercials, we might.
You need some smelling sauce. I know that much.
Ooh, no, to make me sneeze again.
You okay now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Man, I cannot wait to see the video on that.
First, we got to call a timeout.
Yeah. Oh, time out.
And then someone needs to escort her off of the field to be
Do I
evaluated.
get to go home? Because if I
And a
do,
stretcher.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
First, you go on the sidelines, and then I
Okay.
think we have to have trainers look at you.
Yep.
But from one caring person to another,
Yeah.
something's happened to you.
Okay.
Something's wrong.
Something's not right in your head. All right, so getting back to this. Okay,
Yes.
so she hears this. She's clearly hurt by it. And
She can't shake it as a problem, and
Okay, that
it's
was her
really
ask.
it's made her depressed. She wants to know if she could. Is she allowed to be angry? But she can't get past it. She just didn't know how to deal with how she was feeling.
Okay, so when she came to you guys on the day I was out before we left for vacation, she was saying, how mentally do I handle this?
Yeah, how do she?
Okay.
Does she talk to him? If she does, how does she say it? Are her feelings valid? Are his feelings valid? It was she didn't know how to cope.
So
I was
bef-
like, I would have the hardest time getting past that.
that would-
I wouldn't be able to
that's
get
tough.
past it. Oh, I would ruminate and dwell on that. And I was like, I don't know what advice to get. Like, I can always pick a side or a direction, but I was like, I have no idea what to say to you because I personally don't think I could get past that at all.
There's really nothing he can say. Like, he can't even walk it back because all she's going to hear is that I'm not attractive to anybody,
Yeah.
but you are because you love me, and even that's not going to be good enough.
I tried to appreciate the sentiment, but I was like, if I would rather my husband tell his friends, "You're gonna die alone, bruh." Like over saying, lower your standards like I did with my wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so the update, Mo has an email.
Hi, Bert Show. I did get a chance to hear the segment, and I appreciate Kristen, Davi, and Mo's perspective. I also appreciate how hard they tried to make me feel better about the situation.
What did you guys say?
I don't remember.
Well,
remember.
we were trying to reiterate to her that he did not call her ugly. Like what she heard, she implied that he thinks she's ugly. And I'm like, he never said you were ugly. He just said you're not traditionally pretty.
Okay. If you can recall that from
Yeah.
2 Fridays ago,
Yeah.
then I think you should stick it out and do
You're
the rest
right.
of the show. Yeah, you're good.
I'm good.
I realized that he did not use the word, quote unquote, ugly, but I'm not sure that really matters. All I know is that my husband thinks I'm not the kind of woman other men would find hot,
Oh, no.
and that he doesn't think I'm pretty.
Oh, no.
No,
She's not going to go low road here, right? And try to get, like, dudes to be attracted to her.
We're nowhere near there. We haven't even finished what he said this
Okay.
time.
It took me a few days to get up the courage to talk to him about it. I wasn't scared about how he'd feel or anything like that. I was scared that any explanation would make me feel worse. I was really hoping if more time had passed, it would sting less. Unfortunately, he started to notice something was wrong. Finally, after asking and getting annoyed by my lack of response, he began to get angry. So I decided to just tell him how I felt. Of course, he tried to explain it away and said he was just drunk. He was drinking, but not enough to say things he didn't mean. Then he tried to explain that what he meant was that he finds me pretty and that he didn't want the kind of girl that most guys are attracted to. Unfortunately, that made it worse. He ended up becoming so defensive and angry that I decided to just drop it. I'm not sure there's anything else I can do that just, other than try to just get over it or live with this feeling. I mean, what else can I do?
I tell you, I think part of the sting here is obvious, but the other part is she might already know that this is true. You know? I mean, and that really, really hurts. Look, Tiffany doesn't have to tell me that traditionally I am not a great looking dude. Okay. She is attracted to me, but as far as dudes go, I'm probably not in the 9 or 10 category or the 8 category, right? And I am dating somebody that is more aesthetically pleasing than I am. I know that, and I walk around with that kind of insecurity. So when she heard that come out of his mouth, she knew it, but it hurts more to hear, especially when it's coming from your husband.
I think but while it may not be fair, I think like gender plays a role in this and that it's different when that role is reversed. And you are right. Like it's one thing to think it and it's another thing to hear your partner say it out loud and to like verify and validate like one of your biggest insecurities. But I think she was so genuinely shocked by this. I don't know if she was thinking this.
Yeah, I think men are typically a little more accustomed to knowing that a woman can like you for something other than your looks, whereas men are a lot more visually appealing.
Exactly.
So to hear it come from a guy is a lot more devastating, I believe, for a woman.
So what do you do? I mean, you can't pretend it never happened. Is it going to throw you into therapy? I mean, you sleep with his boss. See, I guess you're wrong, buddy. I mean, what do you do?
I think your best bet is therapy. But again, I would have such a hard time getting past this.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
think that I could. And I feel so bad for her because I know he didn't say you're ugly, but like so much of a woman's value is in her youth and her femininity. And it's so flippin' annoying. And then you can have a little bit of insecurities. Like you said, she knew those things about herself. Tiniest bit of insecurities, but the person that you live with and you love with and is your life, when they say something that speaks to those insecurities, when they're supposed to think the sun shines out of your pooper, you know? and then all of a sudden it doesn't.
Crushing.
And it just ruins everything.
Crushing.
It's just not as bright of a
It's
sunshine
not
as
as
others.
bright of a sunshine as other women.
Out the pooper.
All right. If Kristen is seen clearly,
I am.
she will read and tell you guys about the entertainment buzz in a couple of minutes.
I will.
The Bert Show.